Hello students. After studying about spherical lenses, that is convex and concave lenses, now we are moving to optical instruments, and the first and the simplest optical instrument we have is a simple microscope. Now this simple microscope is actually a magnifying glass, or it's just a convex lens of short focal length which we held close to our eye, and it will give us a magnified image, right? So simple microscope, or we can call it as a magnifying glass, is the same thing. Magnifying glass. So simple microscope or magnifying glass can be defined as a convex lens. Convex means converging lens, a convex lens of short focal length. This is important कि जो आप convex lens use कर रहे हो, it should be of a short focal length. Only then that convex lens can work as a magnifying glass or a simple microscope. So it should be of a short focal length and is placed, or we can say held close to eye or close to the observer. Then the lens work as a simple microscope or magnifying glass. If we talk about its working principle, so there are two different cases. First case, when the final image is formed at least distance of distinct vision, that is denoted by capital D, and the second one is the when final image is formed at infinity. So it works on two separate working principles. We will study both one by one. So working principle में the first we are going to study is first one, when the final image is formed at least distance of distinct vision, and it is denoted by capital D. If our final image is forming at capital D, then this is the case 1, and for this we have the ray diagram here. Okay, so here the final image that we get for the object AB, this is the object AB, and the final image for this object we get is A dash B dash, which is at the least distance of distinct vision, that is capital D. Alright, so now we are going to consider this case and explain how this simple microscope will work. So when an object AB is placed at a point between the focus F and the optical center O. So in this case we have to take the object AB placed at a position in between the focus F and the optical center O of a convex lens. Then a virtual, erect and a magnified image A dash B dash is formed on the same side of the lens as we can see in the diagram. So if we have an object placed AB placed between F and O, focus and optical center of the lens L, then this convex lens form a virtual, erect and magnified image A dash B dash on the same side of that of object. Now a normal eye can see an object clearly at least distance of distinct vision, and which is approximately 25 centimeter. We take it is equal to 25 centimeter for a normal eye. Then the position of the lens is adjusted such that the final image is formed at a distance D from the lens. So we are going to adjust this lens such that we can just see the clear image or a perfect image of that object AB, and that should be the distance D, because if the eye from which we are observing, if the person has a healthy eye, there is no vision defect in it, then in that case the least distance of distinct vision is equal to 25 centimeter for that person, and at that point that person can see the image clearly. So we adjust our lens such that the image we get A dash B dash should be at the distance D. This is how we get the image. Now how it magnify द इमेज, और कितना मैग्नीफाइंग पावर होगा इसका, या उसको हम डिफाइन कैसे करेंगे. सो फॉर दैट द मैग्नीफाइंग पावर ऑफ दिस माइक्रोस्कोप कैन बी डिफाइंड एज द रेशियो ऑफ द एंगल्स subtended by the image and the object at the eye. We have studied that magnification is equal to the ratio of the heights of the image to that of the object, and this height will form the angle alpha and this height will form the angle beta. So we can also say that the ratio of the angle subtended by the image at least distance of distinct vision to that of the angle subtended by the object at least distance of distinct vision is called the magnifying power. So I am starting from how image formed first. So how image formed, we place object AB in between focus and optical center of the lens, and we know that the rays that are going parallel to the principal axis converge and pass through the focus, and the rays that are passing through the optical center will go undeviated. So these rays will go like this, they will not meet in real side or in real form, but they appear to come from this point A dash, from the same point A dash, and we call it as a virtual meeting point, and this A dash B dash, this is the virtual image of the object that we can see. So when we place object AB in between focus and optical center, a virtual, erect and magnified image A dash B dash is formed, and we adjust lens such that we get a clear image, and we get a clear image means we are getting that image at the distance D, such that we get that image at least distance of distinct vision that means capital D, and for a healthy eye this is equal to 25 centimeter. That's how image will form. Now the magnifying power can be defined as, it is defined as the ratio of angle subtended by the image at D, image at D upon angle subtended by the object at D. So it means when the image is forming at point D, ये जो image हमें मिला है D point पर, ये कितना angle subtend करेगा, so this angle is beta, then इसका ratio हमें लेना है to the angle subtended by the object at D. Now object is not at D, right? Object is at point B, somewhere in between focus and optical center, but we need the angle when object is placed at D. So we assume that there is, this object is placed at D such that it is denoted by A double dash B dash. So this is the same height, na? This will be the same object. If it is placed at point D, it will make the angle alpha. अगर ये object D पर होता, then it form the angle alpha. So we need the angle that is subtended by the image at D and object at D. The formula says object should be at D, not at the point between F and O. They should be at same point, means दोनों का location same होना चाहिए image and object का जिनका हम ratio ले रहे हैं. So magnifying power is equal to the, or is defined as the ratio of angle subtended by the image at D to that of object at D, angle subtended by the object at D. So here by image it is beta, by object it is alpha, so we can write magnifying power small f as beta upon alpha. This is the magnifying power of simple microscope. Now we know that in case of simple microscope, it only work when we place it or held it close to our eye. That means this eye is very close to this lens. So the angle subtended at optical center or the angle subtended at eye are same. So we can take these angles are like that. These are the same angles that are subtended by the object and the image at eye from which we are observing. So if the eye is close to the lens, this condition we are applying, if eye is close to the lens, angle subtended at lens may be taken as angle subtended at eye. So this we are assuming. Now angle A dash O B dash is alpha, is beta. Angle A dash O B dash is beta. This is the bigger angle that image form, and angle A double dash O B dash is alpha, which is formed by the object when it is placed at D, right? Since these angles are small, they are not that large, so we can equate them equal to their tangent. Means beta can be written as 10 beta for smaller values of beta, and alpha can be written as 10 alpha for smaller values of alpha. Now from these triangles, these right angle triangles, we can find the value of 10 beta and 10 alpha, and we will substitute these values here. So first I am finding 10 beta. So in triangle A dash O B dash, 10 beta can be given as perpendicular upon base. That means 10 beta will be equal to, from triangle A dash O B dash, it will be equal to A dash B dash upon O B dash. But in triangle ABO, if you see this smaller triangle, then according to it 10 beta is equal to AB upon OB, right? Now if I want to find 10 alpha, so for 10 alpha, this value will be taken from the triangle A double dash O B dash, and its value will be A double dash B dash, means perpendicular upon base, that is O B dash. So now I am going to use this value of 10 beta because A B and A double dash B dash are equal, and further this will make my calculation simpler. So I am going to use this value of 10 beta from the triangle AOB. So M is equal to AB upon OB upon 10 alpha की जगह we can put A double dash B dash upon OB dash, or we can write AB is equal to A double dash B dash. These heights are equal because this is the object only, na, which we displaced to point D, distance D. So we can write them as AB upon OB upon AB upon OB dash, and if we solve we get M is equal to OB dash upon OB. Now from the diagram, OB dash is the distance D and OB is the object distance that we have taken as X. Now these distances we take from left to the optical center, and light is going from right towards right. So according to sign convention, we have to take both distances in negative, and then after cancelling these negative sign, it will be D upon X. So the magnifying power M is equal to D upon X. Now if F is the focal length of the lens, then the image is formed at least distance of distinct vision. That means V is equal to minus D. Since image is formed at least distance of distinct vision, that means V is equal to minus D, and F is the focal length. So I am going to apply lens formula for it. By applying lens formula, we know that 1 upon V minus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F, right? And if we put the value, we get, it implies 1 upon minus D minus 1 upon minus X is equal to 1 upon F. On solving this, we can find the value of D upon X, that is magnifying power. Let's solve this. So on solving, we get 1 upon X is equal to 1 upon D plus 1 upon F, or by multiplying the equation by D, we get D upon X is equal to 1 plus D upon f, and this d upon x is actually the magnifying power we have just proved. So m is equal to 1 plus d upon f for a simple microscope in case 1. So in case 1, when this final image is formed at least distance of distinct vision, the magnifying power of simple microscope is 1 plus d upon f, and shorter the focal length of the convex lens, the greater is the magnifying power. From this formula we get the result that m is inversely proportional to f. So जितना छोटा focal length होगा उतना ज़्यादा magnifying power होगा. That means shorter the focal length of the convex lens, greater is its magnifying power. This is about case 1. Now we are moving to case 2. Now if the object is placed at the focus of the lens, in that case the parallel rays enter the eye, because the rays that are coming parallel to the principal axis go from the focus after refraction, and those coming from optical center, they go undeviated. So if this object is placed at focus, the rays that we are getting after refraction are parallel, so they will appear to come from infinity or meeting at some point at infinity. That means the final image formed in that case will be magnified but at infinity. So in this case again we are going to define magnifying power as beta upon alpha, but the angle, beta is the angle formed by image at infinity, and alpha is the angle that is formed by the object when it is placed at least distance of distinct vision. Okay, if we consider this object to be placed at D, now in this diagram this object is placed at focus, so this is not the case. At that time the angle formed is not alpha. Alpha will be the angle when this object is placed at D, so that's why we make a separate diagram for it. So alpha is the angle formed by object at least distance of distinct vision, that is capital D. So magnifying power is the ratio of angle formed by image at infinity to the angle formed by object at least distance of distinct vision. Now from these two diagrams we can find the value of these angles. Since for small angles we can write beta upon alpha as 10 beta upon 10 alpha for small values of beta and alpha, and we can find these values from above triangles. So 10 alpha will be equals to AB upon D, or AB upon, if this is the eye or the optical center, then it will be AB is the height of the object, AB is the height of the object, and D is the distance of distinct vision. So we can say that we have 10 alpha from this triangle is equal to H upon D. For 10 beta we have to see the triangle here. So 10 beta is formed in triangle AOB also. It is formed by the rays coming parallel from infinity, but we can also see that it is also formed in the triangle AOB. So we can define 10 beta by the triangle AOB as H upon F, because height is H and OB is the distance F. So 10 beta is H upon F. Now we can substitute these values in the formula of magnifying power. So m is equal to H upon F upon H upon D. By solving it we get magnifying power is equal to the ratio of least distance of distinct vision to that of the focal length of lens. So m is equal to D upon F. This magnification is actually 1 less than the magnification we get there. Initially in first case we get 1 plus D upon F, here we are getting only D upon F, right? So this is the difference. The answer in this case is 1 less than that we get in initial case. Now the uses of simple microscope are at many places. We can read printed letters if letters are printed small in a book on a paper or on some texture, or we can see some fibers, threads of cloth, or details, small details of a stamp, or watchmakers or jewelry makers. These all people require simple microscope for their work. and in our common language we call it as a magnifying glass. So in this case, in the second case, this magnification is 1 less than the initial case, but viewing is more comfortable when the eye is focused at infinity, when the image is forming at infinity. There is less strain on our eye. That's why this is a preferable method. Although magnification is a bit less, a 1 less, but it is a more comfortable way to view the image. So that's all about the simple microscope. Further we will study about compound microscope. For that, stay tuned and keep studying. Thank you.